Okay, so the last video got cut off a little bit short, so I want to make sure I give you an opportunity to do some of these problems with me before we get into solving problems on our own. So we're back to torque, so this is part 2 of the torque video, video 4. So our first example is find the magnitude of the torque produced by a 30 Newton force applied to a door at a perpendicular distance of 0.25 meters from the hinge. Okay, so if you can kind of picture, this is the top view of the door right here. This is the hinge of the door, and someone's going to push it. If the hinge is here, so maybe there's a force right here. The force is 3 newtons, and the distance from the hinge to the force is 0.25 meters. Okay, so we want to know, well, what is the torque that is produced by that? So if we remember torque, tau, is our force times our distance times sine theta. Well, the force is 3 newtons. The distance is 0.25 meters. And we have sine, and our theta now is 90 degrees. Okay? So if we do some calculations here, first off, the sine of 90, and those of you that are in trig on your unit circle, that's 1. So we really have 3 newtons times 0.25 meters, and times 1. And it ends up being 0.75 Newton meters. So that's your answer there for the torque applied to this door. So there's going to be 0.75 Newton meters of torque to cause this door to rotate around its hinge. So let's try one more. Okay, what torque must be applied to a wrench that is 25 centimeters long when a force of 35 newtons is applied at an angle of 35 degrees? Okay, so first off, we're given that the D is 25 centimeters. We don't need to be in centimeters, we need to be in meters. So we're going to first off convert this 25 centimeters to 0.25 meters. 35 newtons is fine, and degrees is fine. So our torque is force times distance times sine theta. So our force is 35 newtons. Our distance is 0.25 meters. And sine of 35 degrees. So if we do some calculations in our calculator, we end up with 5.02 Newton meters. And that's the torque that's needed. Okay, so that should be the end of today's video. Tomorrow you'll come in, we'll do some problems, and you'll get this interesting concept of torque. Bye, and we'll see you tomorrow. And also, don't forget the assignment.